How can I effectively use Facebook groups to build a supportive community around my coaching services and foster client loyalty?
You
I
want
think
to
that's
start?
for like fitness people.
I would obviously for almost any coaching program.
I mean, yeah, like using like a Facebook group, it's more of yeah, you start building a community, like really building a community because it's like it's literally the people that actually want your services, and you can use that to like have do like fitness challenges and like engage them, and then also this is one of those like word of mouth kind of things. It's like, oh hey, I'm in this Facebook group with like I'll just go with fitness because that's what's familiar to me, like with this like personal trainer or like fitness coach or whatever, and we do this fitness challenge, and like you should join, and then they join, they sign up, they sign on, and they pay. Like I guess it's it's one of those like it's pay to play to gain access to that.
Yeah.
Then yeah, it's one of the easier ways to do that, and it costs you the trainer, the coach,
Mhm.
nothing, like besides promoting it. But yeah.
I think it goes with any kind of group at this point because it's not just Facebook group.
Mhm.
Oops, it's also Discord, WhatsApp groups, Signal groups, any sort
Broadcast
of
channels.
broadcast channels, like any sort of like private community. Um, there's two ways you can go about that. One, you can have a free group where you essentially like have like everyone can kind of have a discussion. And the downside with that is anyone can come in.
Mm.
Upside with that is anyone can come in, which can be good in terms of like getting your first initial leads for free, kind of also testing your coaching program or kind of getting people some initial results, and then use that as, I guess, like the first foot in the door in your funnel or in your services, and then from there, if it's like a that free challenge, then you can upsell them. It can be course, it can be one-on-one, it can be a program, whatever it is, you can upsell from there because by then they've already had some sort of experience with you. That's just one way.
Mhm.
Another way to really start helping build that community is like shouting out like the results of X community member. There's this one group I'm in. Um, they shout out the results from their business, and then that's pretty cool to get acknowledged for that. For those of you doing fitness challenges, shout out for whoever person for their results from like day 0 to 30, day 0 to 90, because people like the acknowledgement. People, and it also inspires people to also want those results for themselves. And then also other ways is just sharing some personal stories, sharing some behind the scenes stuff. That way they can kind of get invested in what you're about. I think from me, especially with Temper Tantrum, it because which is still a community, it's just in
Mhm.
person.
Yeah.
But I've noticed the closer the people are, in a sense that not like close in terms of like, oh, we're best friends, but in terms of proximity to the director's vision, like where I communicate
Mhm.
like what we're doing, uh and how we're gonna get there, all that stuff outside of the typical dance setting, like they are more invested. And it's the same thing, like I would say outside of just the training, if they can communicate with you on the Facebook group or whatever, and then you are also communicating how what you're about, how you're helping out people, why you're doing it, they'll be sold even more.
Mm.
Like if you lead with why you're doing it, sharing it out with the community, they'll they'll be more bought in.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Those are just several things: sharing your whys, sharing transformations, sharing your own personal transformations, using it as a means to get some people into your initial like funnel for uh, groups or results, upsell them, and then if you want to keep doing it, you can upsell them to a higher tickets item,
Mm.
like free group, one-on-one coaching, high ticket level coaching, whatever the fuck people do with that. But I haven't done any online training forever. But yeah, that's what I did. I did
Mm.
like a free one, and then I had the paid one, and then because it's like exclusivity, but also like it also helped filter out like the people who are serious, because
Mm.
the people who are serious are way more engaged. So that's
So
it.
like the way to get them in first, to get them into the group and like start to build a community would be the accessibility and relatability. in a sense.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
people like free, but also people don't always value free. You also want people to get their foot in the door,
Yeah.
but you also want to draw boundaries in what you put your time in.